The night I decided to perform the ritual, the wind stopped breathing. Not slowly, not gently. It simply stopped, as if the world had leaned closer to listen. The candles did not flicker. The shadows did not move. And somewhere beyond the reach of the moonlight, something exhaled my name before I ever spoke it. I had found the book in a market that smelled of dust and memory, tucked behind volumes no one had wanted. Its pages were brittle, and the ink shimmered faintly under the dim lantern light. Each symbol seemed to pulse like a heartbeat. The shopkeeper watched me carefully, eyes dark pools of unspoken warning. "You shouldn't touch that," he muttered, voice low and hesitant. "It remembers who holds it." I traced my fingers over an illustration of a woman with eyes like silver fire, holding a pomegranate under a bleeding moon. A shiver crawled down my spine. Something inside me ached with recognition, though I had never seen this face or this night before. Whispers tickled my ears, fragments of words, half-forgotten names, promises I hadn't made, or had I? At the crossroads behind the forest, the earth smelled of wet leaves and decay. I arranged candles in a perfect circle, each flame trembling as though aware of its purpose. The book lay open before me, pages fluttering in a wind I could not feel. I spoke the words slowly, letting them drip from my lips like ink on skin. The shadows around me deepened. The forest bent in, branches stretching like skeletal fingers. Then came a rustle behind me, soft, deliberate, almost a heartbeat out of sync. I froze. Not a human step, but the weight of awareness pressing against my back. A whisper, too soft to hear, brushed my ear. "Do you remember me?" From the darkness, a shadow detached itself and slithered across the circle. I could not tell its shape. Human, animal, something else entirely. Silver eyes glimmered in the gloom, unblinking, unworldly, infinite. "You called," it said, voice a breath of wind that scraped my soul. I stammered. My voice trembled. "The one you left behind," it murmured. "The one who waits for the forgotten." The candles flickered in response, shadows stretching across the ground like long, reaching hands. I realized the ritual had not summoned it. It had always been here, waiting for the moment I was ready to remember. The book burned in my hands, not with fire, but with a cold blue flame, scent of frost and tombstones curling around my face. The words I had spoken whispered back at me, forming faces I almost recognized, hands, mouths, eyes, echoes of my past, forgotten promises, love left behind. I remember a night long ago, a hand I let slip, a name I never spoke aloud again. The being's silver eyes bore into me, feeding on the fragments of memory I thought I had buried. I felt a trembling in the ground beneath me, the world bending slightly, as if reality itself had leaned in. The forest seemed alive, leaning closer with every heartbeat. Time fractured, seconds stretched into minutes, the candle flames elongating, shadows twisting unnaturally. I wanted to run, but the circle held me. Whispers of doubt, fear, and longing pressed in on my mind. "You shouldn't have come. You can't escape. Do you remember what you promised?" Every memory collided with the present. I realized the ritual was not just a test, but a mirror, reflecting every choice I had tried to hide. The silver-eyed being stepped closer, form flickering between human and shadow. "You open the door," it whispered. "Now you must cross it." The candles pulsed in rhythm with my pulse, flames bending and twisting, stretching toward the edges of reality. I raised my hands, chanting the final incantation, my voice breaking between fear and defiance. The shadows writhed and lunged, a living tide seeking to consume me. For a heartbeat, I felt my soul teetering on the edge. Then I remembered the book's final instruction. To endure, one must surrender nothing but fear itself. With a cry, I let go, not of hope, not of courage, but of hesitation. The world fractured. The being's silver eyes softened, revealing the face I had longed to see all my life. Not anger, not revenge, but longing. "You never left me," it said. "I only waited for you to remember." The circle of candles collapsed inward. The wind returned, sighing approval. The book was gone. The crossroads were empty. Yet the silver eyes lingered in my mind, eternal, unblinking. I walked home as dawn brushed the sky, but in every shadow, I felt its waiting. Something beyond the ordinary had touched me, and it would not let me go. The crossroads are empty now, but the wind still whispers my name. Something waits, just beyond the shadows, patient, eternal. And I know, the story has only begun. If the shadows intrigue you, like, share, and subscribe to follow the mysteries that lie beyond the ordinary. Every whisper has a secret. Don't miss the next one.